What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome into a Saturday morning episode of the Daily Juice Podcast with me, Matt Perrault at Sports Talk Matt. To follow me across all socials. If you guys are watching this on YouTube with the BettingPros YouTube channel, you know my backdrop is different. I got home too late. I can't change all of this tonight because I'm working in the morning, so I need to keep my current setup. So you get a different background. You might get that tomorrow too, depending on how things are going. It's been a crazy couple of weeks here in Vegas. I'm running around, so I apologize if you're like, Matt, that background, what's going on? It doesn't say BettingPros behind it, but it's a fun little background. So just FYI on the newness of this. This podcast being brought to you by omahasteaks.com. Listen, here's the thing, guys. If you are enjoying the podcast, winning money with the podcast, fading my bets, following my bets, whatever you guys might be doing, Omaha Steaks is going to be with us for a really long time. They have stepped up to be the title sponsor of this podcast. It's important to everyone, including me, that they see the response, they see you guys interacting with them and you guys ordering and taking care of the title sponsor. So if you are in the market for gifts, okay, if you're going to an event, going to, I don't know, something where ordering food ahead of time or delivering food to someone who likes to grill out, keep this in mind. Either do it now or do it maybe as we head towards football season. But the Hotter Than Fire pack is $99.99. Juice knocks off 62% off the listed price in the search bar at omahasteaks.com. Then they're going to give you 12 free Omaha Steak burgers on top of that. It is a ton of food. Take advantage of the offer. Juice in the search bar at omahasteaks.com. Okay, Red Sox and the Mets washed out, literally. My goodness, Fenway Park. People who were doing slip and slides in the bowels of Fenway, get the head checked, guys. What are you doing? Disgusting water that they were in their mouths and sliding around. Just gross, gross, gross. Game gets voided. Bets are voided. We'll see what they do as they were a doubleheader or resume it today. It doesn't really matter. So 1 in 1 day, golf bet right, baseball bet wrong. Got a golf bet. I got 2 bets for you in Major League Baseball. Let's talk about the golf bet. It's going to be early, 10:30 Eastern time start to this bet, 7:30 in the West. Brian Harman leads this tournament at 10 under par. Brian Harman's round 3 score over under is set at 72.5. Okay, let's take a look at what Brian Harman did. He leads by 5 strokes. Shot 6 under yesterday or on round 2. 67-65. No bogeys in round 2. 4 birdies on the front, 1 eagle on the 18th. The rain is falling as we speak. As I tape this, the rain is falling. The wind will be between 10 and 15 miles per hour. That is nothing. This golf course is going to be very soft. Brian Harman is going to be in a very unique spot. He's leading a major into the weekend. I think he's going to play very conservative golf. And what we saw yesterday on the back, he parred every hole except the 18th. And he got an eagle on the 18th, but no bogeys. I think he'll have a couple of bogeys today. Only natural. He'll find a pop bunker here or there. Something bad will happen to him. But I think the scoring, because of the softness of the greens, I think this guy can shoot par. But let's say he shoots 1 over par. That's a 72. It's minus 110 for the under. 72.5 for Brian Harman. We saw this with the U.S. Open, where Wyndham Clark was getting doubted and doubted and doubted. Who's Wyndham Clark? He can't win it. Give me a break. No way. Everyone's... Look at what this dude and Brian Harman did. I can't knock it. You have till 10:30 in the morning. 72.5 is the number. Look, the wind is not going to be that bad. I get it. He's up by 5 strokes. Someone may come up there and get him. Very possible. But just don't blow it. Play a solid round. Have a par. Shoot 71. Just shoot 71. The lead's probably going to be cut in half if that happens. Someone's going to come out there and shoot a 66, maybe in 65 again. But I think the number for him being 72.5 is too high. That's too high. Round 3 score. Brian Harman, under 72.5 is minus 110, 1.1 units down on this. Let's hope that he doesn't just blow up and have an awful round 3. But I think if he shoots par, obviously, or less, we're golden. Even 1 over par. If he shoots 72, we're good. That's 1 over. Brian Harman, we're jumping in on that. To the Dodgers and the Rangers, this number opened up at 9.5. I have no idea why the first move was to the under. None. I mean, people like talking about fake moves and setting the books up and whatnot. Makes no sense. The Dodgers are the number 1 team in baseball to the over, 54, 36, and 5. Texas is number 2, 49, 40, and 8. On the road, the Dodgers, number 1 team on the road to the over, 30, 17, and 3. As a home team, Texas, second best team to the over, 28, 17, and 6. Now, you're going to go, Matt, numbers. I mean, starting pitching matters, right? We have Dunning against Miller. The bullpens are not exactly shutdown bullpens for either team. It was a 5-4 lead for Texas last night. Final score, 11-5 Dodgers. That bullpen for the Rangers, no bueno, not good. I'm not expecting this bullpen to be good tonight for Texas. It would be weird. I mean, that would be strange. And I think that there is an opportunity there for us to jump in on that fake move to go and say, you know what? Over 9, Bobby Miller against Dane Dunning. I know Dane Dunning's been pretty good, 8-2 with a 2.82 ERA. Miller's 5-1 with a 4.25 ERA. And at home, bad. On the road, 2.11, 3-0 on the road, 192 opposing batting average. I get all that stuff, but you know what? Miller may come in and pitch 5 innings, and then the bullpen comes in, gives up a lot of runs. Dane Dunning at home has been very good. We've seen him before pitch for the Rangers, 8-2, 2.82 ERA, home ERA of 2.84. He's 5-0 at home, 5-0. 227 opposing batting average, only 16 earned runs given up, but 6 home runs given up at home for Dane Dunning. I think it's a fake move. I'm going over 9, minus 120, 1.2 units down. Dodgers, Rangers, over 9 here tonight in Texas, or in the afternoon in Texas. And then the other bet, I'm going to go the other way here, and this might be real scary. Betting unders in baseball, real scary. Jays, Mariners, 7.5. Number is 7.5. Look, I think if you're paying attention, I mean, baseball has been just this unbelievable roller coaster of trying to find what the right numbers are going to be in terms of what these games are going to look like, and unders are always really, really hard. However, 7.5, Gausman and Logan Gilbert. Gausman, 7-5, 3.03 ERA. Gilbert, 8-5, 3.65 ERA. Logan Gilbert at home, 4.21 ERA. That's a little scary, okay? I'll give you that. It's a little scary. But in July, he has a 1.29 ERA. He's been unbelievable in July so far. And Seattle basically has needed it, really. I mean, he's pitched very, very strongly. Kevin Gausman for the Blue Jays on the road, 3.51 ERA. Not great. 5-4, 2.51 opposing batting average, 3.27 ERA in the month of July, though. 238 opposing batting average, only 4 earned runs given up in 2 starts for Kevin Gausman here. I'm going to bite the bullet here and sweat this through and take the under and go under 7.5 for the Blue Jays and for the Mariners and the Blue Jays with Gilbert and Kevin Gausman. Let's hope for a 3-2 final here and go under 7.5. It's not too juicy, minus 115, 1.15 down on this. Blue Jays, Seattle, under 7.5, minus 115. All right, 3 bets for us on a Saturday. First one's early. The leader in the clubhouse, leader at the turn, Brian Harman, under 72.5. First or third round score at minus 110, 1.1 units down on that. Over 9, Dodgers, Rangers, 1.2 units down on that. And then the under 7.5 for the Mariners and the Blue Jays at minus 115, for 1.15 units down on that. Okay, it's been kind of an up and down week. Let's have a good Saturday. Close this week out strong. My name is Matt Perrault. Follow me on socials at Sports Talk Matt. Each and every morning, it is the Daily Juice Podcast being brought to you by OmahaSteaks.com.